Are you ready to dive into the most terrifying and gripping sci-fi manga? Um, well, get comfortable because we're about to take you on a journey through the very darkest of manga, rank from super creep to utterly terrifying. As someone with over 2 decades of comic and manga experience under my belt, trust me when I say I've seen it all, from the lighthearted to the downright disturbing capture. And nothing, I mean, nothing, prepared me for the roller coaster that is this list of sci-fi mangas. Usually fantasy manga is more frequent, but sci-fi isn't far behind. And trust me, these stories have their moments. Um, Many of these titles dive headfirst into meta genres, space exploration, and so much more. They often feature human characters that you can um, relate to and use sci-fi elements to exacerbate mankind's vulnerabilities. And let's not forget the common theme of body horror, uh, hinting towards the terrifying nature of losing one's autonomy. Let's dive right in and explore the 10 darkest sci-fi manga of all time, ranked, shall we? So make sure to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe down below. Season, um, let's get into it. Starting off at number 11, we have Planets. Set in a distant future where Earth relies on satellites in orbit for its survival. Planets takes place outside the confines of the planet. The story unfolds in the space-based series Planets, which is crewed to maintain and manage the ongoing safety precautions for satellites in orbit, the moon and Earth itself, but don't be fooled by the serene cosmic setting. It's grim and bureaucratic. It appears so ordinary and mundane that the planetary defense and emergencies mostly occur subtly, and that exactly is what makes the story so tense. The bureaucratic system often makes your actions tangled in red tape here. It is the total opposite of other sci-fi adventures, which make it exceptionally realistic and dark. Jumping all the way down to number 6 is the puzzling and mystifying 14. For any seasoned fan of horror manga, the work of Kazuo Umezu is bound to be known. Famous for his rather unique style, think spine-chilling, bizarre narratives. One of his less known and more haunting, bizarre series is 14. This manga features a humanoid bird character known as Chicken George, who becomes entangled in the affairs of humanity. As Chicken George's relationships grow, he starts to devolve, adding a heap of strange and inexplicable occurrences. But despite its unconventional behavior, it plunges fearfully deep into cynicism and darkness. And the experimental narrative tension keeps you guessing, making it a must read for those craving dark emotions and a strange storyline. Number 5 on the list, we have Gantz. And much like the deep-seated influences by masterpieces that give this manga its title, Gaunt's is simply mind-blowing. Um, Set in a world where characters are mysteriously resurrected to engage in brutal battles against extraterrestrial entities, Gaunt's is more than just simply thrilling. Um, it revolves around the choices that one can make regarding the future and lives that one can lead that have promising repercussions. The manga has been compared to Battle Royale, reiterating the violence and gore that one can expect, making it a top choice for adult action manga enthusiasts. And there we have it. Uh, our number one pick is none other than Narutaru. Uh, Amidst stories filled with light-hearted creatures and Pokemon-like characters, Na Utaru, also known as Shadow Star, unravels a tale that you wouldn't expect. At first glance, it appears to be a cute and harmless manga, but the darkness lurking within is unbeatable. The story revolves around a certain dragon intended for children's enjoyment. But in reality, it symbolizes brutality and violence. From graphic dismemberment to explicit sexual content, this manga takes darkness to a whole new level, becoming one of the many reasons why it's the darkest of them all. Thank you for joining me on this twisted journey into the dark world of sci-fi manga. And with these powerful reads, you'll find yourself completely immersed in the world of mind-bending darkness and be left wanting more. Um, with that said, thanks for watching. And until next time, bye-bye.